What's up, class? This is Chris again. This discussion, we're going to be talking module number 5, which is on emergency preparedness. So when it comes to emergency preparedness, everybody kind of has it in the back of their mind, but nobody really thinks an emergency is going to happen. Depending on what it is. It could be something as simple as a natural disaster. I know we get many hurricanes down here in South Florida, tropical storms. It could be something also such as an earthquake. I know we don't get earthquakes down here, but again, it's a natural disaster. It could be flash flood. It could be a blizzard up north. It could be a number of different things. Um, Emergency preparedness could also have to do with terrorist attack. It could be something like that. Ever since 9/11, this is the world that we now live in. So we have to be prepared for things like that as well. When it comes to emergency preparedness, there is a few different websites that have a ton of great information that you can get. All you need to do is you need to go to your basic internet browser, type in emergency preparedness, and you can have a ton of different good websites with information about how you can prepare to keep you and your loved ones safe. Just to give you an example, like I typed it in, and first one that pops up is FEMA. Many of us in the fire service know what FEMA does and what they have. Another one is ready.gov. Other than that, you all can also go to your local government website. I live down in Dade County, so I can go to miami-dade.gov, and they have a ton of stuff on emergency preparedness and things, shelters, places to get food, ice, water, responses, and things of that nature that I can expect in an emergency situation. Um, some of the websites, like I said, they contain good information. They tell you how to make plans, build kits, things like that nature. Um, just looking at one of them here, I was on ready.gov. They have a lot of good information here, and it basically gives you almost a step-by-step plan and that things that are included in that plan. This one here, it's basically almost a three-step plan, and step number one being basically be informed. You want to know about what protective measures to take before, during, and after an emergency. And there's also different sub steps in that step one of be informed. Um, you know, Emergencies change. Times change. Like I said, hurricanes are getting stronger than they were in the past. Like I talked about earlier, terrorist events. These terrorists, they're getting more clever. They're planning something big. You never know where and when it could be. And living in South Florida, we do live in a major metropolitan area, so we are a high risk target zone. Um, Going back into the steps of step one, like I talked about, which is being informed. You want to be prepared for the year. Obviously this is 2014. The summer 2014 is coming up. You want to know about your community and other plans. You want to know about possible pandemics. You want to know about shelters in your local area. If you need to evacuate you and your family, where and which way are you going to go? Do you know where you're going to go if something happened right now? A lot of us don't. You need to know about the technological and accidental hazards that are out there. Like I talked about before, terrorist hazards, and then what to do after these events occur, because they do occur. You watch the news and they happen all over the world. I was watching just the other day. They were having flooding and tornadoes again in the southeast, in the Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi area. So they're probably going to need some government assistance. After step one, which is being informed, your second step is you want to make a plan. Making a plan is you want to plan, prepare, and stay informed on the emergencies. Um, in this step, and some of the sub steps is you want to plan for your risks. You want to know what's going on. Also, you want to have different types of considerations. You want to have to be able to access and function and have functional needs. Important thing going into this, especially with me now, I have a young child at home, is what to do with infants and young children. This is a scary situation for them, and it's even scarier for us as parents, because now we have these little ones that we need to protect. What to do if you have seniors, or just say your parents, you need to take care of senior citizens that you live with, or at a home or somewhere. You need to make a plan for them. What about if you have animals? You need to care for your animals. I have two dogs. I know I wouldn't want to abandon them, so I definitely want to have a plan for them as well. Um, Us being first responders as well, there's the plan with that. Depending on what kind of event it is, we have jobs to do, and when the time comes, we have to do those jobs. So, as first responders, whether we're fire, police, or military, we need to be prepared at home and then as well on our jobs with our training. Um, After the first and second step, like I talked about again, just reminding you, step number one, being informed. Step number two, making a plan. The third and final step is you want to basically build a kit. Doesn't have to be a kit like you think like a first aid kit, but it has to be some type of emergency kit. You want to build a kit for disasters, and you want to be prepared. So all these websites I was telling you about, FEMA, Ready.gov, CDC, things like that, they have supplies and they have lists, checkoff lists you can basically do for your basic disaster supply kits. Obviously, if you need medicines, obviously water, canned foods, things of that nature. You want to maintain your kit. You can build a kit, but say things don't happen for a while. Some of these items may go bad, or you may need to throw them out, or you just may use them if you need them, such as batteries. I have a hurricane kit here at home, and I buy batteries every year, but throughout the year I always dig in there, and I always need to get more batteries come the summertime. So that's an example. You want to have your proper location. Again, you want to have your food, you want to have your car safety, you want to have your gas. Obviously, number one is probably being water, especially down in this area here. With a large population, there's going to be a fight for water. And then also something that my coworkers talked about, obviously, if you have cars or vehicles or generators, having enough gas, and then also having enough cash. Because if the power goes out, we're in a sticky situation. You can't be going to the ATM, and when places do start to open back up, chances are you're not going to be able to use your card, so you want to have plenty of cash. So, like I said, so just a reminder, you can check out any of these websites. Just go in your internet browser, type in emergency preparedness, and you can find a ton of good information. And just be ready. It's better to be ready and prepared than to not be ready when something happens. So thank you very much.